ABC General Hospital spoilers reveal that Ava and Rick are causing a stir in Port Charles, as their budding relationship is anything but ordinary. It's not just stolen glances and playful banter. Their connection brims with explosive emotions. Both are known for their strong personalities. Ava with her enigmatic allure and her charged attitude, and Rick with a complicated past full of clever but often morally ambiguous moves. When these two collided, the chemistry between them proved both dangerously electric and deeply compelling. Onlookers can't help but notice the strange tension between them, like the way Ava slowly approaches Rick at a party or the sharp, intense gaze Rick gives her every time she passes by. These subtle yet potent moments signal that, despite the secrets they're keeping, the pair seems destined to become one of the most dramatic new couples in town. Ironically, what feels like a love that's wrong, mistimed, or not meant to be has awakened a storm of emotions within both Ava and Rick. Each carries unresolved issues, from tangled family ties to messy past relationships. Yet, it's this very complexity that fuels their desire to connect, as if they've finally found someone who speaks the same language and understands their soul. At times, the pull between them becomes so intense that they find it impossible to resist, even though they know this newfound affection could drag them into a dangerous whirlwind. The official acknowledgement of this new couple not only solidifies their deepening bond, but also declares, loud and clear, that the madness of their love story has begun. Their bold, defiant choices will force everyone around them to take sides, either supporting their connection or standing in their way. The stage is set for more intense conflicts as this volatile pairing heats up in the episodes to come. Ava's nightmare seems only to be beginning as Rick's mysterious wife suddenly returns to Port Charles. Just when Ava thought she was on the verge of solidifying her place in Rick's life, everything is upended in a heartbeat. The pressure from this wife's reappearance doesn't just shock Ava, it ignites a chain reaction of chaos. Feelings of insecurity, anxiety, and even self-doubt swirl within Ava as she grapples with the realization that Rick has been hiding a shadowy chapter of his past. But this isn't merely a case of old flames resurfacing. The wife's return feels like a detonated bomb, sparking schemes, power plays, and hidden rivalries. Every step Ava takes now seems to be under scrutiny, leaving her struggling to adapt. Worse still, this shock paves the way for a new madness, with external and internal pressures mounting, threatening to crush them both as they attempt to redefine their roles in this entangled relationship. Ava begins to question everything. Has she misunderstood Rick and the promises he's made? Is she merely walking into a tangled web of emotions she can't untangle? These doubts grow heavier with each passing day, as Rick's wife shows no intention of backing down. Her every move feels like a silent threat, a warning that Ava's place in Rick's life is far from secure. Meanwhile, Rick himself seems trapped in a tempest of conflicting emotions, torn between his past and his present. This mysterious wife's re-entry onto the scene is nothing short of a trial by fire for both Ava and Rick, a major test of whether they can move forward together or crumble under the weight of these renewed pressures. Yet clearly, things are spiraling out of control as new layers of tension unfold, leading to unpredictable consequences that could shatter every boundary they once thought unbreakable. Ava must now make a bold decision. Will she confront these challenges head-on or resign herself to being just another pawn in this elaborate high-stakes game? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. General Hospital News brings word that everybody's favorite little Scorpio Drake will be back on the GH set soon to film a reprisal appearance. Brooklyn Ray Silzer will return to the ABC soap in coming weeks to tape appearances set to air in conjunction with spring break. The initial storyline assumption is that Emma Scorpio Drake will come back to Port Chuck to visit her grandma Anna Devane, Remember, after the wedding of Patrick Drake and Robin Scorpio, Anna gave Emma a very special present. It was an open-ended airline ticket that Anna made a big deal out of presenting, so that Emma knew she could come back to Port Charles for a visit. What that ticket was really about was reassuring fans that Emma would be back, since losing Patrick, Robin, and Emma all at once was a blow. Jason Thompson won't be back anytime soon, since he's busy doing a great job filling the shoes of Billy Abbott over at The Young and the Restless, and Kimberly McCullough is busy with her directorial career, so Brooklyn is the only family member we have a hope of seeing. So what do you think Emma will do while she's in Port Chuck? Anna is not exactly the kind of grandma that takes you to a theme park or the beach. Perhaps Grandpa Robert Scorpio will also show up, and there can be a Devane Scorpio adventure or mystery. We're also hoping that Brooklyn's return harkens appearances by the rest of the short set on General Hospital. We saw Cameron Spencer for a heartbeat at GH when he came to visit Jake Spencer, but little of the rest. And we saw a smidge of Jocelyn Jacks recently, but I doubt they'll line her up near the other kids, since she's a teenager now yet is supposed to be the second youngest of the GH generation of kids. Her SORAs makes her a mismatch with them. What would be great is if we saw Spencer Cassadine back for another try at romance with Emma. All we've had from Spencer are phone calls, and I'm 100% sure Bechtel wasn't really phoning in for the scenes with GH pop Nicholas Cassadine. There's also talk of a grander nurses' ball this year, and those usually air in April or May. Perhaps Emma can turn up for that big event. Whatever they do with Emma for a storyline, we can't wait to see, and are thrilled that Brooklyn Ray Silzer is back on GH. What do you think, GH fans? What would you like to see Emma up to while she's in town? General Hospital spoilers tease that a new disaster is unfolding around Sonny as the increasingly reckless actions he faces are spiraling out of control. The tension between Sonny and Cyrus is not just escalating, but exploding in ways no one could have predicted. The strategic moves both men are making have gone far beyond a simple power struggle, evolving into a deadly game where danger lurks at every corner. Sonny, who has always been strong and composed, is now facing new shocks as Cyrus's actions become more audacious and ruthless. Cyrus is not only targeting Sonny, but also striking at his weaknesses and those closest to him. The rising tension forces Sonny to adjust every move he makes to counter his enemy's growingly merciless schemes. However, the constant pressure from Cyrus is pushing Sonny further than he has ever gone before. The difficult and sometimes risky decisions he's making threaten to send everything spiraling out of control, leading to potentially irreversible consequences. The conflict between Sonny and Cyrus is no longer just a personal battle, but the focal point of new schemes and disasters, placing everyone involved in unprecedented danger. The story reaches a critical juncture as Sonny must make a choice. Will he continue down a perilous path to protect what matters most, or face the risk of losing everything? These developments promise intense emotional moments, taking the showdown between Sonny and Cyrus to a new, unrelenting level full of surprises. On New Year's Eve, as everyone in Port Charles was immersed in the excitement of the coming year, a shocking event unfolded. Sonny collapsed suddenly at home. The sound of him falling startled Christina, who was nearby, and she rushed in, horrified to find her father lying unconscious on the floor. Sonny, the unshakable figure his family relied on, was now weak, unable to move or speak clearly. The sight left Christina shaken and deeply alarmed. Michael and Carly were immediately informed. Michael, always ready to protect his family, rushed to the scene with Carly, and they quickly got Sonny to the hospital. There, the doctors confirmed the devastating news: Sonny had suffered a stroke. The revelation hit everyone hard, especially Carly, who's always been at Sonny's side through every battle. What made the situation even more alarming was the discovery of suspicious signs surrounding Sunny's condition. The doctors noticed anomalies in Sunny's health that couldn't be entirely natural, raising suspicions that someone might have deliberately interfered. Carly, known for her sharp intuition and determination, immediately suspected foul play. Reflecting on Sunny's long-standing vendettas, Carly couldn't dismiss the possibility that Cyrus was involved. Cyrus, with his enduring enmity towards Sunny, was the first name on everyone's list of suspects. Known for his ruthless tactics, Cyrus would stop at nothing to achieve his goals. Michael, driven and protective, quickly initiated his own investigation. While Carly focused on staying calm to care for Sunny and support Christina, who was still reeling from the ordeal. Meanwhile, Jason, Sunny's close ally and trusted friend, joined the effort. He began piecing together every detail of what might have happened before Sunny collapsed, gathering intel from trusted sources and analyzing even the smallest clues. Christina, despite her grief, resolved to assist Jason in uncovering the truth behind the attack. The battle isn't just happening in the hospital, where Sunny fights to recover, but also in the outside world, as his family and allies work to counter the unseen enemy. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Michael Corinthos is headed off canvas in the new year, so it's time to start thinking about how he'll depart the show. There are plenty of ways Michael could leave, but GH writers might have just offered a big clue about his looming exit. In the December 18 episode, Michael put his payback on Drew Quartermain in motion. After leaking a misleading report to one of his contacts, Michael made it seem like Aurora was close to bankruptcy. That naturally caused the stock price to sink rapidly and gave Michael the chance to scoop up the majority shareholder stake in the company. Michael temporarily tanked Aurora just so he could buy it up for himself and give Curtis Ashford the CEO spot. What Michael just did has to be illegal, so will his revenge on Drew cause his own downfall? Could this be how the show plans to write Michael out? Nina Reeves called the SEC on Drew and Carly Spencer for insider trading, which led to Drew landing at Pentonville. Since Nina is determined to score Willow Corinthos custody of her children, could she find out what Michael did and essentially send him to prison next? That might be a quick way to alienate Willow if Nina does it without her daughter's knowledge or approval. It could be a mother knows best situation that goes very wrong. Then again, maybe it'll be Drew who retaliates against Michael, or perhaps there'll just naturally be an investigation based on how it all went down. Curtis and Michael acted like they could play the leaked report off as a clerical error, but that may not work once shady news starts blowing up. If Michael goes to prison, that exit would allow some flexibility. Michael could easily return to the canvas once he gets out of the slammer if Chad Duell decides to come back or GH executive producer Frank Valentini changes his mind about recasting. This would also eliminate a messy custody battle and explain why Michael won't be in his kids' lives for the foreseeable future. A prison exit would be a clean break to keep Michael out of the picture, so that's certainly an option for his upcoming departure. General Hospital spoilers say Michael is on his way off the show one way or another, so stick with us for more exit predictions and updates on what's in store for him. After a wonderful Christmas Eve with his daughter, things may have taken a dark turn for Sunny on the December 26, 2024 episode of General Hospital. After cooking a Christmas Eve dinner for his kids and Carly, Sunny left to spend some quality time with the child who needed it most this holiday, Christina. After losing the baby, mourning Sam's death, breaking up with her girlfriend, and being at odds with Molly, it's been a tough year for Christina, who has leaned on her dad the most. The pair watched Laura light the tree in Rice Plaza before Christina made an admission to her father. She was certain she would feel empty this Christmas, but being in the festive Rice Plaza with her dad helped her feel the same wonder and hope she always did. Christina decided to spend the night at her dad's, cuddled on the couch when she told him she wouldn't have made it through the year without him. As she headed to bed and it started to snow, Sunny took a peek out into his balcony as Port Charles became covered in white. When he turned the lights off to go to bed, that was when he froze, wincing as he brought a hand to his chest. Although it only lasted a moment before Sunny headed to bed, it's easy to assume the mobster could have a heart attack coming on. Another interesting take on Sunny's sudden pain would be to make it anxiety or panic attack induced. Sunny's portrayer has often spoken out about the physical symptoms of his real-life anxiety on his podcast State of Mind, and with the character being known for struggling with mental health, it would be a good way to scare his family without something being seriously wrong. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. General Hospital spoilers note that fans are still mourning the passing of Dex Heller, who just passed away right before the holidays hit. He seemingly fell victim to Cyrus Renault's Digitalist debacle, as the cop, who was mysteriously stabbed from behind while on duty, suffered a very similar fate to the one Sam McCall did on Halloween. Actor Evan Hofer recently had a chat with Soaps.com, and while he revealed he'd happily work on another soap again, he did reveal one thing he won't miss about working on GH. GH spoilers suggest that despite Dex landing in a ton of danger during his run in Port Charles, as he not only worked in the world of organized crime along with Sonny Corinthos, but also hopped the other side of the town's fence to work with the PCPD, the one thing Hofer won't miss from working on the soap may surprise fans. Hofer tells Soaps.com the show's tea selection was weak, so he'd bring his own to set. This not only helped solve the tea problem for him behind the scenes, but also scored some points with his castmates. GH spoilers, set has plenty of tea connoisseurs, with Finola Hughes on set and Emma Sams, bringing a solid tea selection helped Hofer bond with the soap veterans. Hofer states that on occasion, he and Finola would compare their teas, and when Emma was on set, he made sure to let her know that if she ever needed tea, he had her covered. In fact, the nice gesture had Sams leaving something special for Hofer upon Holly's exit. Hofer states that Sams left him a gift of tea before her departure, which sounds like such a lovely thing for her to do. Do you already miss Dex Heller?